I think this is the first beauty favorites video I've had in a while that's actually mostly all beauty. I usually try to throw in some kind of book or show or I don't know, something. And I don't know, it's pretty much all beauty. It's kind of odd for me. I'm just gonna get started. I have some updates to give you from last month because I started trying some skincare things and I promised an update. So I wanted to update you first on the Osmosis Level 3 Correct and the Activating Hydration Mist. I got these and the next two items from Brianna Stanko at Premier Look. And the reason why I went with the Correct Level 3 in the first place is because I was looking to upgrade from my SkinMedica Retinol Complex and I was at the highest strength of that, and we thought this might be the next step. I have very sensitive over 40 skin and I do have rosacea. I am looking for something to even out my skin tone, make it look more beautiful, as we all are, combat any wrinkles, but I also need it to not flare my skin up or break it out because I do break out from things too. This has worked beautifully for my skin. I use it every other night. On the other nights, I use my Sunday Riley Good Genes or Pixie Glow Tonic. That's just kind of how I've been doing it. I am going to do an updated skin routine in a few weeks. I've been asked about that, so I will be doing that, just to let you guys know. I have used this sometimes with this, sometimes not. I'm not sure if this is a necessary step or not, but I have been loving this. I think I'm going to go ahead and up it to the level 4 before I even finish this bottle out. You know, I let you guys know how I was doing last month. I wanted to give you an update. I really do like it. The next thing I want to update you on is the Nude Universal Serum. And I had started using this also and gave you an update last month. And you can see how far I've gotten in the bottle. I really like this. This is the first step of my skincare in the morning and at night. And I use, I don't know, maybe 5-6 drops for my face and neck. And I like it. It sinks into the skin. I can't feel it. It's not oily at all. And I really do feel like it's helped my skin condition. I don't feel like it's taken away from what my SkinMedica TNS serum was doing before. So I do like it. It's not cheap. It may be lasting me longer than the TNS though, because like I said, I've been using it for a couple months now. I still have half a bottle left. I'm using it morning and night, and I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. So I do have a link to that below. Premier Look does sell both SkinMedica and these products, so you can get a discount down below through my links if you are interested. The next product that I wanted to update you on was the SkinCeuticals AGE Eye Complex. This is the first eye cream that I can honestly say could replace my Kiehl's Avocado Eye Cream for a moisturizing eye cream to use morning and night. I have been using this underneath my makeup. I do put an oil underneath it. That's just kind of my new thing that I do in the morning before makeup. It just helps keep me from not getting dry during the day. But I've used a little bit of this stuff. Hoping you can see that in there. It's a little bright in here. But it's creamy. It almost feels cooling when you put it on the skin. It says it's a mature skin remedy to diminish dark circles, puffiness, and the effects of glycation. I talked about that in my last video and somebody did tell me what glycation was. I'll try and put a notation on the screen. And somebody said that was a really big claim for a product to make, but I don't really have puffiness. I do have dark circles. I don't think my circles have been diminished, but I do think that it helps with the fine lines. I was also using Kate Somerville's Wrinkle Warrior. I was trying that out for a couple weeks and I really didn't like the way that was working underneath my makeup. So for that reason, I've just gone back to using this because I feel like it does good things for my under eye if I use it consistently. So I'm sticking with it. That's it for my updates done. Let's get to the favorite products for August. My #1 favorite thing is something I got from the Nordstrom sale, and it is this simple human mirror that I got in rose gold. I love that I can move it anywhere because it charges. Of course, that is a drawback because right now it's dead. So I'm gonna have to insert how it works and what it does. But there's an app where you can program settings, lighting settings in it for different conditions. I pretty much just use the same one all the time just because I'm lazy, but you can do that if you want. So it just works by coming up to it and it lights up. It's so nice. Now, some people find that irritating because if you walk past it, it does that, but you can toggle it off when you're done and not worry about that. But I find it works beautifully. It is magnified, so, you know, you can see things you don't want to see, but it can be helpful too. There is a super magnified mirror on the back. You just pop it on. It comes in really, really handy for plucking your eyebrows and seeing extra things you may want to see, you may not want to see. So that's it. It's very simple, but I have found it has made my makeup life really, really easy. And something else that is kind of handy about this mirror is that if you flip it to the other side, it can be shorter or taller. So there's that. This is probably the most recent thing that I have gotten that is in my August favorites, and it is the Makeup Artist Professional Artist palette. I don't know the exact name. It's down in the description box, but it's basically a customizable palette where you put in bronzer, contour, highlighter, and blush. And the formulations of these are so beautiful. I find that they really don't take a lot of tapping off of the product because there's not a lot of kick up of powder, and they blend into the face just beautifully. I have on actually this whole palette today, and it just looks nice and subtle for every day. The colors that I got, but you can customize it however you want. My Sephora did not have this yet, so I ordered it from Sephora.com. Again, links are down below. It's great for travel because there's a mirror, it's sturdy, and you can swap out colors if you find you want a different color. I have not had a small customizable palette like this before where the quality has just been this superb. And I highly recommend this. This has been a great purchase for me for August. The next thing I am going to mention is actually a product that I got from Octoly. No obligation to talk great about it whatsoever, but I actually really like it. And I've been wanting to try it since I heard about it on, I think, Alana Davison's channel. She's a regular user of the Ofra Mauve Lip Liner, or Mauve, depending on how you say it. I say mauve. And at first I thought the color name was a little bit off because it doesn't really seem mauve to me. It seems more of, I don't know, a dark pinky nude. But on the lips, it seems like it's more of a deep rosy mauve, I guess. It does have a nude tone to it. I like it because it kind of fills a gap for me. I have a lot of nudes. I have some brownie nudes, pinky nudes, and lighter ones, but I don't have one that's this kind of rosy mauve nude that's a little bit deep, but not too deep. So I've really been liking it. It's creamy, it lasts on the lips really nicely, and they were kind enough to give me a code, Perfect Lip 30, for 30% off of your purchase at Ofra, and I have that down below for you guys. Something else that I got to try in August that was just sent to me kind of out of the blue from Influencer. Again, no obligation whatsoever. Anyone can sign up for Influencer. I don't have to say anything positive about this product at all. I got a set of 3 of the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche liquefied lipsticks. These are not liquid lipsticks. These are liquefied versions of their Amuse Bouche formula lipsticks. Now I got a set of 3, which included 2 other shades and this shade, which is Eclair. And you can see the applicator here is this angled doe foot, and it's perfect for applying it on your lips. Here's the swatch of Eclair, which is this beautiful nude shade. It kind of reminds me of NARS Velvet Lip Glide and Bound a little bit. Eclair came with 2 other shades that I'm actually putting in a giveaway for you guys. I haven't finished gathering things for it, but it will be coming up. So Luke is actually here. He's just sitting on this side of the bed right here, looking out the window, you know, for things like mailmen and kids and other dogs to bark at. I tried to get him to sit back here so you guys could see him, but he wasn't having that today. Sorry. For those of you who haven't watched before, Luke is my dog. People tend to like to see him in the background. Where was I? Okay, so I like this formula so much that I went and bought one in the shade Wit, which is what I have on my lips, and here it is swatched here. I love the formula of the regular Amuse Bouche lipsticks, and I love having it in a longer wearing liquefied version. It applies smoothly, it's creamy, it lasts a long time. It's obviously not drying because it's not your traditional liquid lipstick. If you're looking for a regular liquid lipstick, this is not it, but this is fantastic. And it is relatively long wearing considering, and it wears away gracefully, which is why I love these. These do remind me a lot of the NARS Velvet Lip Glides and the Marc Jacobs liquid lipsticks, which I love so much. So if you're looking for a creamy liquid lip that's not your traditional liquid lip, this would be a good route to go. I cannot remember if I've ever brought up Physicians Formula Butter Blushes or not, but I wanted to bring up these two shades because I've worn them a lot this summer, and they're drugstore. Actually, I think one of them might only be Walmart, and that's the Vintage Rouge. But this is the shade that I've actually worn the most. It's really warm and just really pretty on the skin. I just absolutely love it. I hope that the monitor is picking that up properly because it's just got this kind of peachy rosy color to it. And then the other color that I like a lot is rosy pink, and it's kind of a bright flushed pink color. But I've really been liking those. They have a very, very subtle sheen to them, so they brighten up your face. And if you're looking for some really nice drugstore blushes, these are great. While we're on drugstore, I'm gonna bring up a random product that I picked up in Ulta that I didn't really think that I was gonna like, but I actually do. And it is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. Kind of long and sleek looking, kind of weird looking. So it's got the spoolie on one end. This pointy weapon looking end is where the pencil is. And it's that oval type pencil that I have never used before. I have never used the angled pencil, never used the oval. I just have always thought they wouldn't be precise enough for me. I thought they'd take longer and they look too smudgy. So I always steered clear of them. I got the shade Taupe because that's what I usually wear. This has been actually a pretty quick way for me to do my brows because I can use the edge of it and get more precision, or I can use it long ways on the side and get more area at a time. And it just really is pretty quick. So I've been liking this more than I thought I would. So I wanted to throw that out there to you guys because I really don't think I would have gotten it if I had known it was this type of pencil, and I would have assumed that I wouldn't like it. So I'm gonna bring Octoly up again. This isn't something I got from Octoly, but I have applied to get YSL items from Octoly, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times, and they reject me every time. You have to apply for things and try to get sent them, and I don't know, apparently I am not a channel that they want to send things to. I don't know why. And I had a sample of the Shock mascara and it flaked on me, and somehow I ended up still purchasing the full size of the Shock. I love it. I don't know what was wrong with my sample, but this is really, really good mascara. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it makes my lashes look really, really full. So when I pull the wand out, it pulls out pretty easily, and it is that hourglass shaped wand like Too Faced Better Than Sex or Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, but it's not huge like theirs is. So if you have smaller eyes like I do, this is gonna be a little more ideal. A lot of product can come off on the wand when you pull it out, but I just scrape it off a little bit and it's fine. And if it does get a little clumpy, I have no problem using a wire lash comb and getting out the clumps. It makes my lashes so full and so long and just voluminous looking. It lasts all day, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake. I love this mascara, it's a great one. I got the Belief Cleansing Gel Oil Enriched on a whim. I heard it was good. I was running kind of low, but I wasn't quite out of my Clinique Take the Day Off balm, which I love for the first step of my cleansing, the makeup removing step. I don't know who told me this was really good for taking off your makeup, but whoever it was, thank you. This is so good. This takes off everything. I'm gonna read you what it says on the back. Are believed to keep skin moist and conditioned while removing dirt and heavy makeup effectively. This low viscosity cleansing gel oil is formulated with winter melon seed extract to protect the skin from irritation during cleansing. So you take 1 to 2 pumps onto your fingers and you start massaging it onto your face and over your eyes in circular motions. Then you add, it says 1 to 2 drops of water, but who measures out drops of water? Yeah, I just take a little bit onto my fingertips from the sink and you add that in. You keep massaging in circular motions with the water and it starts to become milky. Then you rinse it off and it removes all your makeup. I cleanse after with my regular cleanser and all of my makeup is gone. Waterproof mascara and all. It is a beautiful product. It leaves my face feeling super soft. I love it, love it. I'm so glad I found this. So whoever mentioned this to me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have 3 products in my least favorites category. I should have 4. One I got from the Nordstrom sale and I can't find it anywhere and I really have to have it here to show you, but I was so disappointed in it. It's just gonna have to go on my September favorites because I'm gonna be decluttering this house over the next month. For those of you who don't know and don't follow me on social media, I was laid off from my job, so I'm going to be doing some decluttering and getting some things straight in this house while I'm job hunting over the next God knows how long. So hopefully I'll come across that product and show it to you here. The first product that I'm going to talk about, a lot of people like this. I got it in my last FabFitFun box and it is almost gone. I've been using it. I like it and I don't like it. It's the Claron, is that how you say this? Dry shampoo. I don't know if they have different formulas. This one says it's the gentle formula for all hair types. I like it. I like how it performs. And people say it does not leave a residue, but I beg to differ because every time I wear this, when I walk past a mirror, I swear I have gray roots. And it's just this particular dry shampoo. I don't have that with other dry shampoos. Well, I take that back. With ones I don't like, I've had that. But this one, I don't know why it does that to me and it doesn't do that with other people. And I don't coat my hair in it more than I should, even with a light layer. And I shake it up well. I know how to use dry shampoos. It just gives me gray roots and I don't have gray hair yet. I check in with my stylist, my colorist every time I go. I don't have gray hair yet. But yeah, it just makes my roots look like they're slightly gray. And so I don't want that. So I'm trying to finish it up and use it on days when I don't really care where I'm going. And this is kind of an expensive dry shampoo. So I won't repurchase this because I don't want to spend this much money on a dry shampoo that makes my roots look gray. I mean, I'm 42. If I have gray roots, I have gray roots. But if I don't have gray roots yet, I don't want to look like I have gray roots yet. You know what I mean? Now, I've seen a lot of people like the next product, and I could see how they would really like it if they didn't have truly dark circles underneath their eyes. And it's the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher, and clearly this is a sample. I've gone through 2 samples of this product now, and you get a lot out of one sample, like several days out of one sample. So I have used this in a myriad of ways. I've used it by itself, I've used it as a corrector underneath a concealer, and I've used it as a concealer over a corrector, trying to get it to work for me. And there's just not enough coverage in this product. It's really light. I don't think it's as light as the YSL product, but it is really light. And every time I use it, it just doesn't give me enough coverage. I've tried letting it sit a little bit to thicken up. It just is not for me with my dark circles. What I love about it is how it makes the texture underneath my eyes look. It almost airbrushes it out. It's so moisturizing. So if you don't have super dark circles, you might really like this product. But for me, as someone who really does struggle with that, along with the texture, it just did not work. If she came out with something like this that had more coverage, I would buy it in a heartbeat. But this product, unfortunately, just did not work for me. The last product, I hope this video is not super long, but I had to throw this product in here because a lot of you were wondering about it from my July BoxyCharm. I think it was July. It's the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Powder Duo, and it's got fingerprints all over it. Gross. It's got the matte powder on one side and the glow powder on the other. And I tried to work with this for a while and I was very underwhelmed. So I don't think it's a truly horrible product. It didn't make me truly want to pull it out. The glow powder is very chalky feeling. When I used it as a finishing powder, which I like to do sometimes, it just kind of left a kind of chalky white iridescent sheen. It did eventually sink into the skin, but it just didn't give me the effect that I like to get from my finishing powders. When I set my face with the matte side, I didn't like it under my eyes. It set my makeup fine on my face, but it really didn't control oil well throughout the day. So I was hoping this was gonna be a great product to travel with or to carry and touch up with during the day, an all-in-one compact, but the formulations just didn't do it for me. And I like Bare Minerals too. I've really actually been rediscovering Bare Minerals lately. And this product was just a disappointment for me. So unfortunately, that didn't work. That is it for my August faves and fails. I am by all means not telling you to go out and purchase all these products. I just like giving you my experiences for what worked for me and what didn't, so that hopefully you can have more informed buying decisions. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you back here on a regular basis. And I will put my social media platforms on the screen and down below so that you can follow me there also. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.